First day of Vlogmas. I haven't been very good with vlogs lately, but hopefully that will change this week. Oh, I've woken up way too early because, you know, I've had a bit of a sore throat for the past few days and I was trying to sleep. But I'm getting to the point where I don't feel so bad anymore, so I wake up early anyway. I've really gotten into candles. My favorite brand is Miller Harris, and they're gorgeous. I've ordered a few more. I really like working with candles around me. See candles everywhere. This is a bit messy because I've been eating in this room and working and doing everything. I've just been cleaning the kitchen because I can't start work until everything is kind of clean and tidy. So that's what we're gonna do now. Maybe I'll make myself some lemon. You know, I have this beautiful lemon tree. It's actually still producing lemons, although it looks pretty dry. I should give him some water. And the lemons are gorgeous. They taste like candy. They're really, really great. So yeah, this is my working situation. Shall we open the window? Let's open this window. It isn't very exciting, my view, but it's better than nothing. Oh, and you know, before I do anything, I need to do some stretching. So I've gotten ready in my stretching gear. And I'm just going to move a little bit, you know, stretch those hamstrings. I was having the worst hamstrings issues last week. Oh, it was really awful. But I've actually been doing really well with my training. So yeah, I'm happy. I look really good. I just remembered the first thing I gotta do is a work call. So I'm gonna do that first thing before I forget. Hey, how are you? I met these guys, really cool people, like experimental jazz, very different to what I'm used to. But it was interesting and they were really nice. So I just had a conversation with my friend and music partner who's in Berlin, and he's gonna move to Chicago, so he was like, come to Berlin, like now. And I'm like, I'm pretty busy right now. But I've been stretching at the same time and just catching up. And I just need tons of stretching right now. It's been my life. Stretchy life. You know that video that I filmed, the exercise video? I do plan to do the voiceover. It just takes forever to do because you have to do all the time that the video takes. You have to basically talk that amount of time, like 3 or 4 times until you get it right. So that could be like 4 or 5 hours for 20 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna get dressed. We're gonna go get a coffee. And then I wanna do a video and then do some admin. I don't have an ounce of makeup on, as you can tell. And somehow today I'm feeling great about it. I just did a little tutorial video for this eye. I think it's really beautiful. So I'm gonna show you all what I'm using and in case you're interested. So I'm in the middle of editing this video that I'm doing for my fashion channel when I realized I don't really know how to color grade properly in Final Cut Pro. So I'm gonna look into color grading. So I just want to say, without showing you my whole email inbox, Louise Young, she's a really good makeup artist and she has a collection of brushes that I'm really into. I always have been, but they had an issue with the handles and I thought it was either just me that I just couldn't handle them, or yeah, I just didn't have a solution for it. I just didn't have an explanation for it, but apparently she had a bad batch of brushes and that's why they were all flaky and stuff. And she's sending me some new brushes, so I can't wait to see them because I'm such a big fan. And she's being so gracious about it when I told her. Listening to this podcast about French people and sex. I don't know why, I thought it was a French language thing, but it's about cultural differences, and actually I can see a lot of similarities between the Spanish and the French. Well, I already knew that. But more than anything, it strikes me the differences between the Mediterranean people and British and Americans. It's very different. God, it's so early. Okay. I'm really early, guys. Shall we go anyway? So I didn't film anymore after pineapple. I'm basically now home. I've gotten some food and I'm gonna have salad with goat cheese. Love this dish, where it's beautiful, right? I'm gonna have this couscous Moroccan thing because I was really craving it and I was just like, I'm gonna give myself the treat. And I got some cherries, which I'm excited about because I haven't had cherries in a while. I go through ruts where I always have the same thing, so I'm just trying to buy things that are slightly more exciting. So yeah, I'm just gonna have this for dinner. I'm still listening to the podcast about French culture. It's really interesting. I'm gonna put a bit of apple in my salad. I love apple with things like dry figs, and then with salad and goat cheese, you know, just something simple like that. It's sweet and it's healthy, and you can put some nuts in it too if you want. It's really nice. I haven't had apple for a while. I go through stages. I was having literally only frozen raspberries for the longest time. I got these dishes. I love them. They're so beautiful. I'm gonna have the salad here. I mean, this is not really a salad. It's a bunch of couscous, which probably has sugar and all kinds of bad stuff. It has so many calories. I don't even want to think about it. But it's nice. You know what I should put? I have these lemons from my lemon tree. This one is dying. I really like lemon instead of vinegar. Makes it very fresh. Morning. Look what I just received. A new Noix de Tupere candle, which I love. And I also got these brushes from Louise Young. I'm gonna get ready because I'm going to one of my favorite Pilates classes with Melissa Colombo here in Stoke Newington. It takes me like 2 whole minutes of holding the camera to be able to switch it on, and people see me and they start getting really frightened because, you know, British people, they're not the best at facing cameras or any other intrusive behavior. But it's one of those where you have to keep your finger on it for a few seconds. So it becomes really obvious, and then I start pointing at Okay, so we're almost there. I've had a really great coffee. I've been looking at the weather from exciting conversations, and you know, it's going to be below freezing in like 4 days time. Right now it's not so bad at all. This is so posh for Dalston, Addison career. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you know, it's not the first, but this Christmas I'm single and I'm really enjoying it. I keep thinking about it. I feel such freedom. I had such a hard time last year. Can't really talk about it in case anybody's watching, but it was really hard. I just don't do well in relationships in general. If there's any amount of expectation or dependency or even wanting to be with me, I just don't really like to. The obligation, it just kills me. Everybody wants to be with somebody over Christmas. I don't. Like, I like it in theory, but then the reality is very different. I'm working on some visuals, so I want to do a gothic kind of image. I've been filming a little bit over here. As you can see, it's already dark and it's only like 4 p.m. I'm just gonna have something to eat. I didn't want to eat anything before dancing, but now I've made myself an omelette, salad, I'm having some toast, you know, classic. I'm having some salami and bread and butter, of course, sourdough. I was just wondering why this green chai tea was tasting like mint, and it has spearmint in the ingredients. I mean, who puts spearmint on a chai tea? It's just gonna taste like mint, and it's a very particular taste. It tastes like Moroccan mint tea, which is great, but not when you want a chai tea.